so weak. Yeah, shout out to today's sponsors. We sponsored it for real. But PB and Co. We got this lovely fortune candle scent going on. What is that?
1,000 or something.
I think it's caramel macchiato. Maybe. Don't quote me, but go look at her site, fortunecandles.com.
All right. Go check out PB and Co. Cosmetics online as well.
Yeah. Well, guys, welcome to another episode of Concrete Rose, the podcast with everybody's favorite, Alexis Ariane and
Keeks Lolo.
I'm glad to be back recording. I'm glad that this day has come. We got our audio and video going. We'll see how this goes.
We'll see. We will see. No, we gotta. So let me just not know that it's there. Yeah.
You know? I feel like we gotta look at that. Yeah. Today, what is the 21st? No, is it the 21st?
It is the 21st, so first day of winter. So our days are getting longer by this much.
If you woke up this morning with some superpowers, listen, you better tap in.
Did you get your superpowers last night?
I'm always anointed. I always got superpowers.
Anointing and superpowers are two different things.
But my anointing is my superpower.
Okay.
Don't let that go over your head.
Okay, I mean, I'm just saying.
That's the only superpower I got. Did you get some superpowers?
Not that they come in later today.
I'm sorry.
You know, they come in later today, so.
Nah. On a serious note, though, I did meditate this morning, and all of that. I gotta clean up, get ready for the new year. You got your black eyed peas?
No, I'm not making none.
What? I mean, you don't have to make them. Just make sure they're in your house.
Oh, okay. You got your greens?
I don't think I ever had greens, just black eyed peas. That's a thing?
Yeah. Greens supposed to bring you wealth.
I didn't think I knew that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, New Year's rituals. Woo! Mm-hmm. I do need to clean my house from top to bottom. I just cleaned, but I need to clean again. Like a really, really good clean.
Yeah. I'm talking like I want to turn it upside down and shake it. Like,
the whole place.
Yeah. Like that's what I'm trying to do.
But it's needed though.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I have like a love-hate with the beginning of the year. I hate it because I always write the previous year for about a month or two on all my documents.
I'm so weird.
And then people just think like at midnight a whole bunch of stuff gonna change. And it ain't. But it is a good way to start. Just to start over, starting point. So I do enjoy it. I enjoy being able to figure out what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna accomplish. Because of positive affirmation, I said like you have to be better than yourself this time next year.
Yeah.
And so I'm always glad to look back on the previous year to see like what I've accomplished and what happened and how I'm just a better version of myself.
Yeah. It's so funny. I was looking at a picture from when we was in San Antonio, and it was towards the end of the year. It was or the beginning of the
first
year.
Of the year.
Yeah, it was the beginning of the year. I was there for a long time. That's what it was. And the caption was like something about like I'm gonna go off this year. Just hold on. And then that year was horrible. That year was horrible. I was like, oh my gosh.
Wasn't the one we had on that those black and red boots? You would sit down.
Yep. And then somebody grandpa came and took a picture with me. I can't remember what the caption was, but I was dying. Like, ooh, let me not say that no more. Then last January, this one that just passed, I posted something talking about was my last year. I don't know. The captions be funny, and I'm just like, let me just shut the hell up.
I don't. That's funny. But every year, despite whatever went on that year, I'm always like, that year was like, I can't say I've had a bad year because I've always been able to pull what I needed to pull out of that year. Whether some horrible stuff happened, I always made sure, like, not to outweigh the fact that I even made it to another year.
Right.
And so just even making it to another year, I just be like, it was a good year.
Yeah, that's definitely a blessing in itself. I've really been thinking about that a lot lately. Like, so many people not here no more. So many people have not even able to make it to the next day or the next year. And it's just like, really gotta cherish each day. I don't know, just live for the day. Like, I think, I always talk about the future all the time. And I'm just like, you know what? Live for the day.
Present. Yep.
Yeah.
I tell you, I said this to everybody I get a chance to once we start talking about speaking in the future. So depression is living in the past and anxiety is living in the future. And so when you live in the present, you have less depression and or anxiety, because you're just living in the moment, and we just don't take the moment for what it is.
Yeah.
And it be lit.
Yeah. That's definitely, I don't know if somebody said something about you so anxious. That's why you're always worried about the future, because you be anxious. Like, yeah, I just need to chill out. But
it's gonna get there.
Yeah. Speaking of the year, little 2020 recap. What did Keeks Lolo year look like?
Let me say, I had a great year, and that shit was fucked up. But I tell you, I'm still trying to figure it out. But I did share my good news with you that I got into Clark.
At his last.
So last year during Christmas time, we had to write down these 3 goals, and it was to get rid of debt, to at least apply to a PhD program. And I still can't remember what my 3rd goal was, but my debt will be gone. I mean, I got my car. I mean, like, it's manageable. I feel a lot better about my debt going into 2021 than I did going into 2020. So I'm very excited about that. And then getting into a doctoral program, it just confirmed what I just been seeing stuff, not even just from this year, but from like just people speaking into me and me knowing what I want to do and things of that nature, and then getting accepted to my number 1 choice. I applied to other schools, and so I still got to make a decision eventually once I start getting some more letters and things, but to even get into my number 1 choice was like, this was a good way to close out the year, because I've been planning and thinking about the future, and that's a big part of what's next for me. So yeah, I'm excited.
Congratulations.
I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited to see what that looks like. Super excited to see. I mean, I really wouldn't even care if I got no more acceptance.
Right.
It'll make my decision even easier to make. But just seeing what that has in store for me, I've been anxious about that. And just now I have to be anxious about the next steps and actually following through with what I said I was going to do. So 2020, it wasn't a horrible year for me. Work sucked. Work always sucked. But it's not because of the work I do. I just know that it's not my passion. And so until I can figure out what I'm passionate about, what my purpose here on earth is for, I'm going to be miserable about whatever job I go to.
Right.
And me going back to school has allowed me to walk into that passion and that purpose and not being miserable at work.
Yeah.
So, but I made it through the year as a supervisor, and when I tell you, not too many people do that where I'm at, stick a whole year, so I was pretty proud of myself for that. What else happened? Shit, I'm just alive. I'm better. I'm better mentally, but just like going to therapy and talking about certain things, and just being comfortable with talking about certain things, just knowing that I'm fucked up, and that's okay too. Cause I be getting weak at the shit I be doing. Like, girl, why do you continue to do shit like this? Like, oh, we'll be alright. So I made my recap of 2020 was I was able to see exactly what I needed to see.
Yeah.
So I'm blessed.
Amen. I'm gonna drink to that.
not.
Drink to Clark.
So yeah.
So with that though, when do you have to have? Because what semester did you apply for?
Fall.
Okay. So when do you have to have like a decision made, or when will you make that decision?
Because I don't know. I've been trying to figure that part out. So
When your lease up?
My lease up in like September, I believe.
Okay.
So that all the transition will happen. So I do have a plan. I don't know why I'm acting like I don't. So I'm trying to get licensed, independently licensed. I'm trying to get all my hours by June, July.
Mm-hmm.
So that then July I'm quitting my job. August I'm planning on moving.
Right.
I just don't know where that is yet. So August I'm planning on moving, and then I can start working on taking my tests and things of that nature after I make the move. So when to make a decision, I'm not really sure, because regardless of wherever, I'm moving.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I asked you when your lease up, because I'm like, once your lease up bad,
Right.
like, it's go. Like,
But it's not up until like September or August or something. So it all like flows at that time.
Yeah.
But I got to start looking at places and figuring out how I'm gonna live.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah.
My uncle down in Savannah sent me a house today. They asking this for it, but I'm sure you could talk him down. He been trying to get me to move down there so much. It's so funny. I'm like, little do y'all know. Like, listen, I've been going month to month for a while now. Okay?
Right.
Just waiting. So it's exciting though. I'm
Yeah.
excited. Congrats.
So I don't know. Decision will be made eventually. I'm really only waiting on one other school. It's really coming down to the money. Who will offer me the money?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the other school that I think is going to offer me more money, and then just praying on it and talking to my pastor and my support system about what I'm going to do after that. So 2021, first half, it'll be about the move.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep saying that. That's exciting. Because it is.
So Dr. Keeks Lolo is downloading.
Period. I was watching Real Housewives of Potomac. She said, it's Dr. Wendy to people like you. I said, oh. Oh. Period. I can't wait till Kiki say that to somebody. I'm going to say it for her. Who are you talking to? I'm weak. No, but let's see. My year, 2020 recap. Shoot, I feel like this for me was a year of like starting to shed a layer. Like I'm visualizing like this layer of skin, dead skin, just shed it and I'm leaving it behind. Yeah, everybody know I quit my job. Started a business in the middle of the pandemic that has been going very, very good. Super excited. With that, I have been doing more photography.
I see you.
Yeah, it's funny. Yo, grad school pictures. Yeah, Kiki. I was not gonna pick my camera back up. That was long gone, done. I just had my camera for my makeshift YouTube channel that I never started. But nah, Kiki, we the main ones talking about pick your camera up, and so now just being booked is. I'm like, dang, like, all right.
Yeah.
This is why I quit my job, so that I am able to do stuff. It feels so different being busy because you want to be busy and you actually like what you're doing than just sitting at work from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Like sometimes I drive down the highway and it's like 4 o'clock and I'm headed home and I'll be like, dang, if I was at work, I'd still be at work. So that's one thing that I'm so glad that I was able to get the courage and the faith and the strength and everything to leave my job, because I've been working since I was 13, like, and I ain't stopped ever since. So that's pretty cool. Beginning of the year, I know one thing that I had said that I wanted to do more of was public speaking. So I did get a chance to speak at the children's home this year. That was pretty cool. Met a good group of girls there. Unfortunately, COVID happened, so they had stopped the little program or whatever. So hopefully when that something happens with COVID, I can do more public speaking because I really like public speaking. Shoot. Oh, I graduated
You
Ohio
did?
Media School. I graduated Ohio Media School. That was pretty cool. To say that. It was.
That was really cool.
It was.
Because you finished in the middle of a pandemic.
Yeah.
And the stuff that you learned is you're able to utilize. It ain't just going to waste.
Yeah. Yeah, so everything is like stuff that I've started in the past and maybe like it was left undone. Everything is coming together. Like whether I started it a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, it was all part of, like now I'm seeing it was all part of this plan for me to continue to walk into my purpose. So that's really exciting. I'm going into 2021, a whole nother year to just capitalize for real.
Yeah.
Like just go hard. I'm excited about 2021.
Well, that's good. So it sounds like, this year was
Yeah.
a good year.
It was. It was a very good year. Like despite I do have a family member that got COVID. She's been in the hospital for probably over a month now.
Really?
She's actually, all right, side note, yeah. But this COVID stuff is so serious. And that's why I be telling you, like, I don't even want to go nowhere. Like, no, because it's really serious. Like, my aunt don't go nowhere, but her grandkid, she don't go nowhere. There's other people around her that might go in and out somewhere. But, yeah, she was in a medically induced coma on a ventilator. They now have to take the ventilator out her mouth because her lips are swollen, her tongue is swollen. They want to avoid infection, so they got to put a trach in her throat. So, yeah, at this point, the shit real.
Yeah.
Like, and I just feel so bad for her. So bad. Like, oh my goodness, I couldn't even imagine. But yeah, prayers been up.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I got to that topic, but prayers been
just
up.
COVID, even with COVID being crazy,
Yeah.
this year hasn't been, but that's, y'all got to take it
Yeah,
serious.
yeah. So this year has been amazing, but we not putting to the side the fact that COVID is indeed real and really affecting people. Like,
Especially black people.
Yeah.
At a higher rate.
Yeah. Just be safe, be smart. I'm going to keep saying it. Be safe, be smart.
Yeah. It's really about being smart. So, what's one thing that you would have done differently, knowing what you know about 2021? What would you have done differently?
What I know about 2021?
Shoot.
I was going to say, I got them powers.
Shoot. I think they're my superpowers. Knowing what you know about 2020, it's the end of the year, fourth quarter is wrapping up. We got, what's today? We got 9, 10, we got 10 more days in 2021. What would you have done differently in 2020, knowing what you know now?
In 2020, what have I done differently? Excuse me. I always knew that I wanted to leave my job. I just didn't think that they would push me that soon. It was soon, but it was just like, all right, today. Because I had a whole plan to stay there for my 2-year anniversary, collect that money, and because you get your vacation days on your year low, and it's a lot of vacation days, and once you quit, they pay you out. So that was really my plan, was to stay the 2 years, do what I needed to do. And
they knew that was your plan. That's why they told you to go.
They crazy. But yeah, so I would have tried to really stick to my plan because financially that did set me back. From what I had planned, but obviously, like, stuff happened, and I was prepared for it anyway. So probably just staying there to my 2-year anniversary, because it would have just made a lot of other stuff go more smooth. But like, I learned everything. Let's see, anything else that I would have done different? Nah, everything is everything. I can't think of nothing else that I would have done different, honestly. What about you?
What I always say every year that I'm gonna do, which is just being consistent.
Yeah.
So like whether it's consistent with the podcast or just being consistent, whatever that looks like for me, I think that's just my biggest struggle all the time. It's just being consistent. Whether it's I'm making connections and consistently talking to people or things of that nature, making different networks and things of that nature. So I think that's just the biggest thing for me is me getting some consistency and then remaining consistent.
Yeah.
And not finding excuses. That's probably the only thing. Yeah, it's probably the only thing. 2020. I mean, my motto is really that I try to live with no regret. So whatever decision I made, that was the best that I had at the moment.
Right.
So I just know my ass is lazy and I need to be consistent. So.
Ain't we all, like, it's so easy to be lazy. So easy to be. Easy to be lazy, hard to be successful. No,
it's hard to be lazy and hard to be successful.
That's what I was about to say. Like, I was just about to say that. Like, you gonna pick what struggle.
Pick whatever hard you want. So,
yep. I was definitely about to say that's funny. But,
all right. What else I got on here is what 3 things you learned throughout the year. I can go first.
Okay.
So I learned that to choose me every single time, I'm really working on choosing me. So not really worried about anybody else and how my decision is affecting anybody else. Not in like a harmful way or anything of that nature, but if this is what I'm going to do, then this is if it's what I want to do, then do it. Right. I shouldn't be so worried or consumed about everybody else and about the decisions I want to make. So I'm going to choose me every single time. I learned to slow down and that you don't always have to be going to run for whatever you're running from. And so just being able to slow down. Nothing's going anywhere. And we always say what's for you is for you, and so it's going to come to you when you want it to come to you. And then just being unapologetically me. I think that's another thing where I just have been able to figure out just more things that I enjoy doing. The issue is I'm not consistent in those things that I know that I enjoy doing. And so it's that. I'm really working on not finding happiness, but finding joy and working towards that every single day. And so whatever that looks like for anybody, it's finding that joy because nobody can take that away.
Yeah.
And so just remaining grateful. So I don't know. Those are the things I learned, I guess. Yeah.
Let's see. One thing I learned was trust the process. And another thing I learned was to don't let people influence you. And when I say that, I mean don't let nobody's actions dictate your actions. I had a little moment with the man above because I thought I said, what did I say? I'm gonna start treating people how people treat me. And he just had to check me real quick. He said, I ain't say treat people how you want to be treated sometimes. I ain't say when you feel like it, treat people how you want to be treated. I told you, always treat people or do unto others how you have others do unto you. And he really did have to check me on that. So that's one thing that I learned, that let him take care of them. Just make sure you're doing it because he gonna take care of you too.
Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest thing.
Definitely can agree on that one.
That's the biggest thing that I learned this year, for sure. Oh, and two, it is okay to protect your peace. Don't let people tell you that you wrong, you dead wrong for not wanting to be around certain people or taking yourself out of certain situations. Like, it's okay to protect your peace. I remember I didn't come to an event, one of my friends' events, and I'm like, well, the people that was gonna be there, I can't control their actions. So if they pop off, I'm gonna pop off too. So I'm just not go.
I think I had that talk with where it's like match energy, and it's like, don't match energy.
Yeah.
Let them be miserable by themselves.
Because that's all it's gonna end up being.
Be miserable by yourself. Yeah. And just not forcing anything. I think that's a big thing. Cause like that was for you, and that's okay. And if it's not, that's okay too. I'm fine. Cause like you said, I'm anointed. That's my superpower.
That is my superpower.
I got grace and mercy over my life. So
yeah.
I'm good. I'm always be good. And that's, I don't know, I think that's what makes, whatever year it is I know that I'm going to be all right. No matter how horrible everything was up until December 30th, December 31st, I know that he's kept me and he'll continue to keep me.
Right.
And so, like, every year after that is just fine.
Yeah. I almost went off with on somebody on Twitter today. As I tweeted, stop saying you broke, because words are powerful. She gonna quote it and say, well, I'm broke AF. You happy? Or something like that. I want to say, girl, that's why you're gonna stay broke.
You should.
But words are powerful. And I don't know her, so I don't wish that on her, but
she wished it on herself.
I know, but I'm just like, that ain't me. Like, God no, he wouldn't have wanted me to do that. But she made me so mad. And then she wasn't even one of my followers, so I'm just like,
how you can see this? Weirdo.
Stupid. Weirdo.
Have you been on Clubhouse?
Yeah, I have.
I got on there, I was like, Lex would be perfect for this.
Yeah. So I have been trying to get in Clubhouse for a minute. That's why when you text, I was like, oh, plug me in. Well, it probably wasn't a minute. It's probably like 2 weeks.
I mean, but that's still a long time. Cause it's still building.
Because everybody like, oh, use my invite. I use my invite. But there's so many people on LinkedIn who I'm connected with on LinkedIn who have groups and conversations for like media and all this stuff. So I'm like, I want to be in them conversations. So that's why I wanted to get on it. But I be finding myself in conversations. The girl talking about the last time she had a threesome and all this stuff. I'm like, what? At 2 o'clock?
At 2 o'clock, like I'd be like, that's why I told you, I was like, you're gonna find some good stuff. I was in there about some podcast stuff, and I'm just public speaking as you. I'm just background noise for real. I don't like really talking to people, which is weird. I just don't understand that. It's so weird because you're a social worker and got a podcast, and I still really have a fear of going to places, meeting new people. I have a really big fear going to places and meeting new people, and you get in a Clubhouse and they invite you to talk and shit, and I just be like, I don't really want to talk. Let me leave this room. But I have talked in a few of them. But I'm like, I got so many friends that have benefit from being on here. Let me let them know I'm in here, because I just set up the thing and somebody had let me in. I was like, oh, if it's this easy,
right?
Let me tell them to go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, I still got my invite.
Secret society.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I was like, I don't want it to get too ratchet though, but it is some good information in there. So I'm like, I think my friends can benefit from this. Y'all go ahead and download Clubhouse.
Even like starting a conversation, like some conversations from Concrete Rose, I would like to.
Yeah, and that's what I was like. We could definitely get on there and have a Concrete Rose room or something, and because a lot of times it's like we talking to people, but like not talking to people, or people want to respond to conversations we had, and so maybe on those weeks where we don't do a podcast, we do something on Clubhouse, and we can have some people come and listen and talk and join the conversation about whatever. So
we get some conversations because my daddy ain't on Clubhouse.
Yeah. And it's gonna be super useful for when I'm
No, it's just stuff. It's some softwares and stuff.
I know. So don't think y'all got rid of us.
Yeah, I was talking to Lawrence the other day about how he does interviews from people that's not here and other softwares. So yeah, it's really exciting. And next year I really want to get into a routine and a schedule, and planning.
Yeah.
Because I used to be a big planner, and honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think I used my planner this year.
Not for November, December, I can tell you that much.
Yeah. What?
I'm like, when can we record? I mean, I'm free just all next week. I'm like, girl, get you some structure.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, I didn't. I didn't use it. I ain't even gonna lie. And yeah, I'm gonna get back. Yeah.
Please get you some structure. I'm like, you can't tell me any day, and I'm telling you any day. That ain't how it works. I got structure.
She just wrote her notes all over the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th.
Because I don't need it. Because I'm off work. I don't need them days.
Oh my goodness, I'm weak.
I'm off work. My mama's birthday this week, though, and my Nene.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy belated to my mother. Everybody's birthday at the end of the year. Everybody's like
spending my money.
But what else we was talking about?
So how would you grade this year? Grade scale.
So when I went to A&T, we moved to a plus minus system, so that's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna give it a C plus.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I ain't gonna give it no A or no B. Nah. I don't know. I'm always hard on myself.
That's an average ass score. C plus.
I know, because I passed. That's what I was thinking. Like, I passed.
But you passed it like flying colors, though. Like,
You think so?
where's your deficits?
I don't know, this year I know I had a real struggle with mental health that I still haven't dealt with. I don't know.
Besides that. All right, so we have like a B minus.
B minus. All right, I would give it a B minus. Yeah, finance or B minus.
You so annoying.
How she gonna grade my test for me?
Because your teacher used to give you the test. Like, I would have changed a couple kids.
I used to go to my teachers. How is this wrong? Show me how it's wrong. Like, cause what? Especially on math. I don't get math wrong. What's your grade this year?
We did plus minuses too. And I'm not like a B plus. Come on, y'all know I don't fail too often.
It's an A.
Like, what I would like relationship wise, like interpersonal relationships, I'm still not allowing myself to like find anybody. So that is like that area of life, and then just take a more risk. Like, I feel like I could just take more risk in life. I'm just that person that just plays it safe because my childhood was so unstable that I just want stability and playing it safe. So I'm not gonna do too much in order not to play it safe. So just taking more risk and like, and that's what just allowing people to know who I am. And me, as always, I just want to get to a point where I'm meeting more people and fostering more relationships, things of that nature. And just been a little bit more outgoing. Because with my friends, I don't shut up. But with other people, I just be like, I ain't gonna say much.
That's hilarious.
So I'm like a B plus though. Really like an A minus, but we'll keep it with the B plus.
A minus. A.
Nah, not an A. Not an A. I done accepted a couple B's in my life.
I'm so weak. C's get degrees. Nah, I'm weak. I tried. I don't know. I think next year. I'm talking about next year. One thing I do need to focus on is I guess I need to figure out what I want, because I know we had that one episode about what was it? Standards and non-negotiables and all of that. Oh my gosh! I told y'all, gotta be listening. He tried to check me again. He tried it. Like I mean, I'm
gonna if you stop saying that he tried it, because he did. It sounded like he did.
He did. No, it's just funny. You say you want things and all of that, and then when it's put in front of you, it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
sheesh.
Yep.
But I posted a meme. It said, I hope I don't mishandle what I pray for, and I don't know, for some reason that really stuck with me, because it's like, dang, you said you wanted this, and did you do everything that you could have, blah, blah. And I'm talking around the fact that
I know.
I tried to be in a relationship, okay? I tried it. And it wasn't bad. It wasn't nothing like that. But I was just like, it's some more things that
Gotta work on.
I gotta figure out and everything before I can be a girlfriend. First of all, I need a fucking how to fucking be a girlfriend book. Did somebody write a book like that?
Don't ask me, bitch, because I was the same way.
Cause I'm like,
I got
bruh.
everything that I wanted on that non-negotiable after that episode. That person showed up, and I was like, nah, I'm tripping. I was lying.
That part.
I was lying. Like, I ain't ready for this.
That part, yeah.
You what I want, but I ain't ready for it. So
Yeah.
let me just go ahead. That was one of those revelations I came to myself this year. Like, you be self-sabotaging just doing stuff.
Yeah.
Because you asked for it, and you get it because you're favored, because I show you so much mercy and grace, I'm going to give you what you asked for. And then you get it and you scared because you like, wow, I didn't think you was going to give it to me so soon.
Yeah.
Or, I really don't know what I'm supposed to do with it now that I got it.
Yeah. It's probably, remember that day I was praying for patience, and then you was like, don't do that.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I spoke it. I said words are powerful. I was like, dang. But
Yeah,
nah.
don't ever pray for patience unless you want to be tested. Like, I asked one of the intercessors at church to pray, and she's like, what you want to pray for? I'm like, patience. Like, you sure? Like, if I pray for patience, you know some stuff is going to come. And when I tell you I was tested in so many areas of my life after I confirmed, like, yes, I want to, like, but God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because my patience was tested throughout this year. It was like, with that new job, with just the people that I just deal with, my patience was definitely tested. And so it's like, don't pray, be like, y'all gotta be intentional about what y'all pray for.
Yeah.
Because he will give it to you, you'll be messed up after you give it to you.
Can I have some more wine? I'm sorry, sidebar. While we talking about, I'm so messed up. But yeah.
No, for real, I'd be like, Dad, he really be listening. Like, you gotta be more, you want more. You gotta be more specific about your prayers. I remember I said, I want this. He popped up and lived with his mom. I was like, oh, I need to make sure I put that in my prayer.
You're so stupid. You so stupid.
Like, oh, I want to live with his mama.
Yeah, and I think that for me, it showed how much stuff from my past that I need to deal with. And it was not his fault or nothing. But it really showed that I got stuff from childhood that need to be taken care of. I don't know how it's gonna get taken care of or when it's gonna get taken care of. Like, I can go to therapy and talk to this person, but that message not gonna get to the other people. Like,
yeah, and it was crazy because I was in a clubhouse room and some girl had said, like, my childhood traumas turned to adult complexities, and I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense. And it's just so much, and you're not gonna get through, and therapy's not gonna help you get through everything, but you start to make certain connections. And so, like I stated, like, because my childhood was so unstable, that's why I want stability and why I want to be in control and why I do certain things. I'm looking like, that's why. But I wouldn't have known that unless somebody pointed that out. Like, this is what happens when you live with somebody like that. This is what happens when you're in this type of situation or this type of environment. And then I'm like,
yeah. I know for me it's like attention. Cause growing up, like, I couldn't remember. I played basketball. My brother played basketball. Why? How come everybody come into his basketball games but not mine? And I just probably like this week was like, bro, excuse me. That's why I'm like the way that I am in that sense, because in other instances too, it was like, oh, we're gonna show up here for him, but girls ain't supposed to play basketball. You play with all these little gay girls or whatever. Like, bro, what?
Yeah.
So wanting somebody to show up for you, it's just Anyway, but living and learning though, and I tell you what, it's just be like, sheesh, what skeleton I'm gonna turn over today?
And you just gotta be okay with the skeletons. The thing is, like, once you figure that out, is then, what do I do with this information?
Right.
I feel like because of all of my adult complexities, that's what I'm about to call them my adult complexities. There's been some people that I might have hurt because of just things that I got to deal with myself, but then it's just some other stuff. I'm like, I'm not dealing with that. You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't blaming this on my adult complexities. You dumb.
Yeah.
And this ain't that.
Because I still was raised right.
Right.
And you just stupid.
Right. Like, you thought you was going to get something over on me, and you wasn't.
Yeah.
The shit I'm battling with ain't going to be nothing because of none of y'all.
Yeah. But I just say that to say, like, it is so important to continue working on yourself.
Yeah.
And when people tell you something, take it for what it is. Like, maybe you can always explain yourself in a circumstance or in a situation, but really, like, I ain't saying ponder on it for a month, but okay, maybe I did do that. What triggered that? Or what in my past has brought that back or something? Just like really pay attention to yourself.
Self-reflection is key.
Yeah, because we so quick to point out stuff in other people, and it's like, but are you looking in the mirror?
Yep.
Like, and it's hardly, we rarely look in the mirror unless we fixing our eyebrows or eyelashes or something. So, well, I ain't gonna say it. Forget it.
You ain't gonna say what?
I ain't gonna say we. I say we so much, not generally talking about us two, but people.
Yeah, people are complex.
I was talking to Concrete Rose, the viewers. The roses. Is that what they are?
I guess so. Yeah, because I want them to be thorns. You was like, that's stupid.
Yeah, like that. We was raised different. It's like, nah. I wish
that's what makes
they be thorns.
Cause people overlook them.
The thorn.
Yes.
And the thorn is there for protection.
Correct.
Right. So I hope if we calling y'all thorns, I bet y'all better be TTG. Shoot. If we calling them thorns.
They be on go.
I'm just making sure.
You know they be on
go. They do. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. That work on yourself. Like, do we want to start this conversation? Mm-hmm. All right. So what does that?
No, the way you just said it was funny.
Like, what does that mean? Working on yourself. What does that mean?
I think for me, it's making sure that you meet in basic necessities, making sure every day, yesterday is in the past. If you ain't learned from it, don't dwell on it. Like, continue to seek knowledge, seek who you are in the inside. Oh man, something from Sarah Jakes Roberts just popped into my head. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I can't even think about what she said, but because she be saying a lot. But she said, we so quick to try to go back to the core of us. Mm-hmm. Like I can go back to Von Hill.
Yeah.
But that's not who you are because you actively working on yourself. Mm-hmm. You actively seeking to be a better person, seeking new knowledge and all of that stuff. So I just think, that's what I would say, working on yourself. Just seeking who you are. Continue to seek who you are as a person.
So that's a continuous thing, though.
Right.
So, I don't know. I just don't, because granted, yes, like I said, I work every single day to be the best person that I can be. Mm-hmm. So last year, December 21st last year, am I in a better position, am I in a better place? And I would say, like, from December 21st, 2019 to 2020, I'm a better person than I was last year. Mm-hmm. I've learned more, I've grown more, I've ended relationships, I've started relationships, I've fostered this, I've done this, I've made moves for my future, things of that nature that I didn't make last year. And so I can say that now confidently that I'm a better person. But when we talk about working on ourselves, that's an endless thing. And so I don't want people to think that, hey, I'm working on myself and it's going to be an end goal.
Right.
Because it's not. This is a lifelong thing. Mm-hmm. It's lifelong. And it's not just, you can't be okay in one area of your life and not okay in all these others. So spiritually, I'm fine. I love God, and I got a church home, and I'm praying, and I'm doing all these things, and I'm highly favored, and the grace is upon me, and all this other stuff. But then your relationships with certain people suck, or physically, right? You have unhealthy patterns, whether that's not working out. Like, right. Just because I'm skinny, I can't climb too many flights of steps without being winded. Like, I just have, so physically, is your physical health okay? Are you looking at your blood pressure? Are you looking at your health issues, your physical health issues? Are your migraines intact? Is your women parts intact? Is all this stuff intact that you need to do? And so when working on ourselves, how do we work on all of these areas at one time? Because you have to be a well-rounded person.
I think that goes back into self-care and all of that, and making time for you, because like that is a lot. Like, oh my goodness, I need to work on my spiritual, my mental, and my health all in one day. But it's routine too, because like, what if you get up in the morning and you pray or you meditate, and then throughout the day you do acts of kindness, and then throughout the day you close your rings on your watch, or you go to the gym. Like, subconsciously we do stuff and not know it. But I think making it more aware makes it more effective. If that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're doing stuff because you want to, and you are aware that you're doing these things to better yourself, or just being aware that I'm a fucked up person and I need to be better. Like that, like admitting it and actually being like real about it. I think that go a long way when starting to work on yourself.
I find it hard for myself when I do things like that. So, just being intentional. So, last week I was sick, and I'm like, shoot, we need to record. I don't want to cancel, but I need to cancel because there's no way that I can sit up here and record and be the best person that I need to be.
Right.
And I'm sick. But I felt bad that I had to cancel. Like, you keep canceling on all these different areas of your life, whether it's with recording or going to work or whatever. It's like, shit, I need my day, or I can't come in, or I can't show up how I want to. And then I feel guilty about that when I am doing things that I know will help my mind, body, and spirit. Like, I think that I then feel guilty because it's like, but other people need you.
Yeah. People needy as fuck. Like, people needy. People always gonna need you. And I'd rather it be a sense that I'm here, I'm attentive, I'm healthy, because I took care of myself, than to come in like sluggish, like, I'm here because you said that I need to be here. Like, I think that's one thing too. People gotta be okay with, like, you can't be there for everybody. Like, it's the 21st, but I don't think you turned into Superwoman or nothing like that. So
my powers are low, and
I'm so weak.
Don't be they going.
But like, we human. Like, and it's those relationships and how you build those relationships to why people, how they gonna respond to you needing the day to take to yourself or whatever. Because I know it's times where I'm like, I don't want to record. Like, I can't record, and I might feel guilty about it, but it's okay. I think, sorry, I be going on tangents. I have 2 shoots to edit that I just did. And I'm like, bro, I give y'all a grace period so that I can have that grace.
Mm-hmm.
But me, I'm going to shoot it. Then I'm going to go home and edit it. Then I'm going to think about it all night. Then I'm going to edit some more the next day. And it's the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I told myself I don't work. On Sunday, at least. Like, on Sunday, you won't do nothing. But what am I going to do? Just get up and do it. So I think we got to give ourselves that grace to be okay with, all right, chill out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, time out. Because people need it. Whether we recorded it that day you were sick or today, it got recorded.
But I felt bad because I had to cancel so many, like, just things. So many things. And it was like, well, if you ain't okay, you ain't gonna be able to do it in the future no way. So
Right.
But yeah, I'd be just like, no, you feel a little bit better, go ahead and do what you gotta do. Your fever down. Bro, I took my temperature like 1 billion times in my sleep. I just kept waking up taking my temperature.
So going into 2021, I'm excited.
What's some goals for Concrete Rose 2021?
We got merch. I want some merch. We gotta get merch.
I need to get that sweater. Did you make it for me? No.
No, I can make it real quick.
Did you get the size?
Yeah. I got the sweater. I just didn't press it. I gotta see if I have the correct color vinyl. That was the thing, Kiki. Look, like stuff like this, like 2021, I have to stop playing with my own potential. I just gotta stop playing with everything. Like, oh my gosh, I could probably be a millionaire right now. Like,
just be playing.
Yeah. All right, I might be pushing it, but I'm gonna put that into the air.
Nah, not even pushing it. Definitely could be a millionaire.
Like, all types of stuff, but
I be trying to let people live and live their life, so I don't be pressing down. Because then they press down on me, so that's why I just stop. Because I'm like, don't ask me about the hell I'm doing. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Telling you what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I got the sweatshirt and them 2 hoodies.
Yeah.
Like, you've been asking me that for a long time. I'm just like, all right. Listen. It's like,
I do need that sweatshirt, though, because that's a Christmas gift.
I was thinking that, like, she probably wants that for Christmas. Yeah. All right, listen. All right. What's Keeks takeaways?
Keeks takeaways. Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
That's why I said my wine.
2020 was not a horrible year. Whether you failed, the fact is you got up. Mm-hmm. And so we're going to take 2020 as a year of winning. No matter what trials or tribulations you went through, no matter what happened this year, nigga, you winning.
Yeah. It's on my mirror. If you woke up this morning, nigga, you winning.
So, you're definitely winning. Take time back to look at what you could have done differently so that you don't make those same mistakes. Self-reflection is the best reflection that you could have. That's not really what I wanted to say. I wanted that to sound a little more profound. But it's definitely time to sit back and to figure out what I did right, what I did wrong, and what I'm going to change so that I don't make the same mistakes that I made before. Mm-hmm. I'm really into that. And then working on yourself is a lifelong thing, so don't think that, because I lost 100 pounds that I'm good. No, you did need to maintain whatever lifestyle that you've worked to get, right? So with mental health, if you're saying that I'm working on my mental health, you have to maintain that. It's not just, I want to go see a therapist, but what are you utilizing the tools that they told you to utilize in your day-to-day? Are you continue to work on making those connections? Whether it's your mind where I'm going to read this book, are you going to continue to read? Are you going to continue to learn? Are you going to continue to gain knowledge? It's not just I do this one thing and now I'm a better person. It's I'm doing this one thing and I'm continuing to do better things and making my life better. And then my last takeaway, which is just for myself, is be consistent. Be consistent whatever you do because consistency gives you results. Mm-hmm. As long as you're consistent, you're going to get what you put that work in for. And so become consistent and And don't be so hard on yourself. The same way we give everybody else that grace and mercy, you give yourself that grace and mercy, because we're harder on ourselves than we are on other people. And they continue to come in and hurt us and use us and abuse us, but we don't even give ourselves that same grace when we do something wrong or we make a mistake or we're not living up to our full potential. So give yourself that same grace and mercy.
All right, now y'all heard it here first from Keeks logo. It's the one. Y'all heard it here first from Miss Keeks Lolo, soon to be Dr. Lolo. I need to practice that. Say that 10 times fast in the mirror while you checking on yourself. Nah. No, but thank you for tuning in to another episode of Concrete Rose, the podcast with everybody's favorite Alexis Ariane
and Keeks Lolo.
Make sure you check us out at Concrete Rose Podcast on Instagram. You can follow me at Alexis Ariane
and me at Keeks_Lolo.
Yes. If we don't see y'all before the new year, Happy New Year. Wish you prayer, blessings, and abundance this year.
Okay. Yeah. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Happy Kwanzaa.
Yeah.